Alright, y'all, let's talk about Black Lives Matter at school. Black Lives Matter at school is a declaration that says Black students' lives have value. It doesn't mean anyone else's lives has less value. It's a simple but powerful statement to say that the lives of Black people have meaning, have a purpose, and should be affirmed. They should be treated equally, just like everyone else. Black Lives Matter at School is organized by a national group of educators calling for racial justice in education. Wondering what racial justice is? Well, the National Education Association defined racial justice as the systematic fair treatment of all people. It results in fair opportunities and outcomes for everyone. Racial equity isn't just about the absence of discrimination, but it also is the presence of values and systems that ensure fairness and justice. The Black Lives Matter at School movement first started in Seattle during the fall of 2016 when thousands of educators in Seattle came to school wearing shirts that said, "Black Lives Matter, we stand together." Hundreds of families and students did too. Thousands of educators around the U.S. wore Black Lives Matter shirts to school for a nationally organized week of action, Black Lives Matter at School. Educators in over 20 cities participated in this national uprising to affirm the lives of Black students, teachers, and families. Black Lives Matter Week at school focuses on several issues. For example, there's a school-to-prison pipeline system that's more invested in punishing youth rather than unlocking their minds and true potential. Some schools and districts use unfair discipline practices that push Black students out of schools at really high rates. Black Lives Matter Week at School is a way to help Black students learn about their own culture and identity. Black Lives Matter Week at School also focuses on key contributions from Black people. Educators in the Black Lives Matter at School movement developed the following demands for the movement. The first demand is to end zero-tolerance discipline and to implement restorative justice. Zero-tolerance policies are rules that discipline students for very small infractions, and they often end up in suspensions or expulsions. This means if you get in trouble one time for kidding around, then you could be suspended and removed from school for it. It's also a call for restorative justice. Restorative justice is the commitment to build a loving community that is sustainable and growing. The second demand is to hire more Black teachers. 9 U.S. cities demonstrate a rapid decline in the number of Black teachers. This leaves a large burden on the Black teachers and service providers who are left behind and often viewed as disciplinarians. The next demand is to mandate Black history and ethnic studies in K-12 curriculum. Our students of color deserve to feel empowered in the classroom by seeing themselves in the curriculum and reading materials. The next demand is to fund counselors, not cops. This demand is simple. Children need counselors, psychologists, and mental health personnel, not cops. We have seen videos of horrifying interactions with police officers and Black students in school, and each week we hear Black people having the police called on them for simply existing while Black. The reality is our schools need counselors and psychologists and mental health personnel for children. Reflection questions. What does Black Lives Matter at School mean to you? Which one of the demands do you think is the most important to you and why? What does racial justice mean to you, and why do you think it's important? Name one way how you will show that Black Lives Matter. Please visit blacklivesmatteratschool.com to learn more. You can also check out our Lessons for SEL resource page, which includes a ton of resources to help you promote Black Lives Matter at school. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Lessons for SEL. Be sure to follow us on social media.